गंगा यमुना सरस्वती सिंधु कावेरी नर्मदा जले अस्मिन् सन्निधिं कुरु जले अस्मिन् सन्निधिं कुरु गंगा यमुना.
A river is more than an amenity. It is a treasure. It offers a necessity of life that must be rationed among those who have power over it. I, Suresh, welcome you all on the virtual class assembly, my grateful students on the topic Our Rivers Are Bright. We refer to rivers as the arteries of any country. No living organism can live without water, and rivers are the most important source of water. We have Mr. Himalaya and her precious daughters, the five main rivers amongst us. Let's hear their stories and origin by themselves.
I am Shivang as Himalayas, a mountain range located in Asia, segregating the Tibetan plateau from the Indian subcontinent. Many rivers originate from me and carry down rock, sand and soil with them. Then they enter plains and water keeps moving slowly from me. As a result, they deposit fertile soil. When the river overflows, this fertile soil deposits on the banks of rivers, thus bringing fresh fertile soil constantly to the fields. My favorite daughters, Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati, and my sons, Indus and Brahmaputra, emerge from me onto the plains. They are the rivers which flood parts of the northern plains, enriching the soil for the extensive agricultural lands.
It goes without saying, but fresh, clean water is essential for humans and nature to survive. Rivers are precious sources of fresh drinking water for people across the world. And when rivers are so badly polluted by industries, it can be a case of life or death. This unfortunately happens across the world. Freshwater habitats account for some of the richest biodiversity in the world, and rivers are a vital, vibrant ecosystem for many species. People depend on rivers for their way of livelihood and their livelihoods. From fishing to agriculture, the way we manage our waterways has a direct impact. Let us listen to the rivers originated from Himalayas by themselves.
I am River Ganga and I am the holy river of India. I was born inside the hollow cavity of Lord Shiva's mated hair and worshipped by the Hindus and then personified as goddess Ganga. I attract thousands of pilgrims. The pilgrims dip their body in me because they believe that I will cleanse their sins and be saved. I originate in the Himalayan mountains at Goenka, the terminus of the Gangotri glacier, and empty into the Bay of Bengal. I have many tributaries, including the river Yamuna. I am the longest river in India, covering 2,525 kilometers. But human beings don't treat me well in the aspect of pollution. I'm highly polluted, and this makes me be a threat for both humans and fishes. I am Ganga River. I support life. Treat me with dignity. Now, I want you all to listen to a close friend of mine, Yamuna.
Thank you, Ganga. I am River Yamuna and I was born in India. I am the daughter of the sun god named Surya. I am the sister of Yama, god of the death. Although I also knew Yami in Hindu myth, I raised from the Yamotri glaciers on the southwestern slopes of Bandapuch peaks in Uttarakhand. I am the fifth longest river of India
and the second largest tributary is of river Ganga. I have equal religious importance as Ganga, and the holy cities like Mathura and Allahabad are situated on my river banks. When I join Ganga at Allahabad, the place is called Sangam. Now I rank among the most polluted rivers. This is because excessive dumping, sewage and rustle waste water. Yamuna Action Plan in 1993 has been initiated by the government to cleaning me. I am highly thankful to the government to take this initiative. We also have Saraswati, one of our dear friends, with us.
Thanks, Yamuna. I am River Saraswati. I was one of the Rigvedic rivers mentioned in Rigveda. I was originally a personification of goddess Saraswati. Saraswati, the consort of Brahma, is the goddess of purity, knowledge, fine arts, music, and is temperamentally calm, reliable, and soft. I rise from Shivalik glacier of Himalaya. I travel a total length of 320 kilometers and finally terminates in Thar Desert. I am called as the lost river of India as I had already lost my main source of water supply and ended in a terminal lake approach 3000 years ago. Now I would like to introduce Brahmaputra to all of you who accompanies us from Himalaya.
Thank you, Saraswati. I am River Brahmaputra. While most rivers on the Indian subcontinent have female names, I have a rare male name, which means son of Brahma. I originate from Mansarovar Lake region near Mount Kailash on the northern side of the Himalayas. I flow southwest through the Assam Valley by the name of Brahmaputra and south through Bangladesh at the name of Jamuna and empty into the Bay of Bengal. Rising temperature due to climate change and pollution is one of the major causes of snow melting, which leads to flood and erosion. I would like to request the people and the government for saving me from the pollution. Now, let's listen the journey of River Indus.
Thanks, Brahmaputra. I was known to the ancient Indians in Sanskrit as Sindhu and the Persians as Hindu, which was regarded by both of them as the border river. It was adopted by the Romans as Indus. The name India is derived from Indus. I rise in western Tibet, then flows to Kashmir and bends sharply to Pakistan and empty into the Arabian Sea. I am sacred to Hindus. Sindhu Darshan festival is held on every Guru Purnima on my banks. The word Punjab means the land of 5 rivers, and the 5 rivers are Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, Bias and Satluj, which all are my tributaries. Over the years, factories on the banks have increased the levels of water pollution in the river and the atmosphere around it. High levels of pollutant had led to the deaths of endangered Indus River dolphin. I give you life. Please don't fight me from earth.
Dear rivers, I completely agree with you all. Clean river is a myth today, and so it fits to one of your relatives, Molamutha River. If we Google as the most polluted river in India, Molamutha might acquire the first position. Water of this river is used to satisfy the need for a fast-growing population in this basin. From last many decades, Molamutha River acts as an artery to the Pune city and provides water for the basic needs of drinking to sophisticated industrial uses.
But
It seems as if we forgot the importance of this river in development of Pune city. Instead of treating it as a goddess, a source of life and health, we treat it as a public dumpster. The continuous dumping of sewage and industrial waste in river water has become a hazard to the community and even challenges. This really breaks one's heart. What is the reason? How this happened? What caused such a decline of this beautiful river which was one necklace of Pune city?
The answer is we, the people of India. Can Mulamata and you, the most polluted rivers of India, be cleaned? Yes, why not? There are many examples where river once become guttered were turned back to beautiful rivers. So let's all unite together and be a part of such river revival project. Rivers have given us so much. Now it's our time to repay and do a bit for our lovely rivers and be a part of this revolution. Be the solution to the water pollution. We have Arthas amongst us who is going to recite a beautiful poem on rivers.
जब सारा जल जहर हो रहा, क्यों नदियाँ चुप है? जब यमुना का अर्थ खो रहा, क्यों नदियाँ चुप है? चट्टानों से लड़ कर जो बढ़ती रही नदी, हर बंजर के प्यास बुझाती बहती रही नदी. जब प्यासा हर घाट रो रहा, क्यों नदियाँ चुप है? जो शहर अमीर हो रहे, नदियाँ हुई गरीब. जाए कहाँ मछलियाँ प्यासी फेंके जाल नसीब. जब गंगा जल गटर ढो रहा, क्यों नदियाँ चुप है? कैसा जुल्म किया दादी सी, नदियाँ सूख गई. बेटों की घातों से गंगा मैया रूठ गई. जब मांझी ही रेत बो रहा, क्यों नदियाँ चुप है? क्यों नदियाँ चुप है?
Today, these rivers are facing a great crisis. They have depleted by over 40% since independence. Great rivers like the Ganga, Yamuna, Indus are in danger. India per capita water availability has declined by 75% since 1947. By 2030, humans will have only 50% of the water they need for their survival. Many smaller rivers have already vanished. If humans do not act now, the legacy they hand over to the next generation will be one of conflict and deprivation. These rivers nurtured and nourished us for thousands of years. It is time for humans to nurture and nourish them back to health.
I completely agree with you, dear Himalaya. Healthy river systems safeguard our water and food for the present and future generations. We should secure water resources that are essential for individual well-being and India's industry and commerce. If you're concerned about India's river, the simplest way you can participate in reviving them is by taking a pledge and participate in campaign rally for Rivers of Asia Foundation today and asking your friends and family to participate as well. Last but not the least, let's pay tribute to all our rivers by listening and watching this beautiful dance by Pratyusha.
मन पावन हो गंगा में डूबे नहाए, मन रावण जो लहरों में तूने बहाए, जो चला गया वो लौट के फिर ना आए, तेरा कर्म ही है जो संग तेरे ही जाए. मन पावन हो गंगा में डूबे नहाए, मन रावण जो लहरों में तूने बहाए। जो पास तेरे वही तेरा, बाकी सब मोह का फेरा। तू क्यों समझ न पाया, तन मिट्टी है मन माया। भगवा चोला तन पे जो तू ओढ़े, हर चोला तो जाएगा पीछे छोड़े। मन पावन हो गंगा में डूबे नहाए, मन रावण जो लहरों में तूने बहाए। हर हर गंगे हर हर गंगे हर हर गंगे।